It's a nice place. Well, I might have been born just poor white trash, but I sold 1 million records, made a little cash. The doctors and the lawyers, they don't think it's funny that they're living next door to white trash with money. White trash with money, let's go. Listen, did you know? Welcome to White Trash with Money. Matt Lyda.
Justin Nunley. We're back.
We're back. I was back last week with Gus.
Story of my life.
Big Gus from Emerald Coast Harley Davidson and Big Gus Tractor and Equipment.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. Awesome dude.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal guy. One of the best businessmen I know.
Yeah.
I'm blessed by having him around where I can, pick his brain on stuff.
Where's he from? Is he from?
No, he's from Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Originally from Detroit. Grew up in Detroit. You'd know that if you'd watched the episode last week.
Well, I don't watch any of our episodes. I've got a real job that I have to do Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's also the epitome of white trash with money too.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you go hang out with Gus for a weekend, there's no telling what you're going to get into. No telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, when we did the missing parts ride.
Right.
And I didn't realize he owned the tractor company.
Oh, yeah.
And I get there and I'm like, why the hell's all these tractors out here and all this stuff lining the road and everything? And they're like, yeah, Gus owns that. And Gus is very unassuming.
Very, very.
Like see.
One of the cool things, the reason why he's unassuming is because he has a people first mentality, right?
Okay.
It's not product first. It's not store first. It's, people first. That's why he's been successful.
Yeah.
Is because he puts people first. I'm learning a lot from him. I really am,
It's you put your customers first and your you put your employees first, first of all, when you're a business owner.
It's a fun place to work there, man.
Well, just hanging out there for essentially 2 days for that missing parts ride, man, it also made me feel like after 2 days I was part of that family. You know what I mean? All the employees and everything. Just when I left that, the ride was on a Saturday, and I just went around telling everybody goodbye, and they were like, hugging me, all kinds of stuff. Like, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they was hugging you because I told them you was special needs. You was coming in for like Make-A-Wish type thing.
It's a Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah.
He always wanted to set up a tent and sell T-shirts. So we got him a Make-A-Wish. Y'all told me John Cena was going to be there.
Yeah. No.
lied.
You couldn't see him. He was there.
He was?
Yeah.
Man, I was looking for him. I couldn't see him. It's like a Make-A-Wish. I always wanted to sell T-shirts.
He always wanted to sell T-shirts in a Harley Davidson parking lot.
So we got him set up with 9 lines.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what's new with you?
Oh, man. Just, selling moderately priced cotton goods over at 9 Line.
Yeah.
Got a new roof put on my house. That was exciting.
Okay.
They came out on a day where it was a heat advisory. It was 112 with the humidity.
Roofers are a different breed of people.
My daddy was a roofer. I am not a man.
I would throw up by 9:00.
I went outside and I started pressure washing my deck while they were doing this, right?
Which is a stationary activity.
Yes, with water.
For the most part, with water.
With a pool right beside me.
Was you wearing like a sombrero hat?
No, but I took my umbrellas that I have for around the pool, and I opened them up, and I was moving that umbrella as I was pressure.
I bet they was looking down on him like, you pussy.
Them and my grandpa.
Right.
They were all looking down like.
No, they was looking down at you like, Panocha.
Oh, dude, they were.
That's Spanish for pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they were definitely looking at me in a different way. And I thought about something. I was like, shoot, I'm going to go buy these guys some beers, and bring it back to them for the end of the day.
Oh,
just
for the end of the day. Good.
Right?
Don't get roofers drunk.
No.
Yeah, while they're working.
Well, the problem was I got so hot. I was like, I got to go inside. I went inside. That air conditioning just wrapped me up in a little bundle, and I never left. Never got these guys beers, nothing. Like, I feel bad now, but they're coming back out to do some other work, so I'll probably reward them then.
Do you have gutters on your house?
I do not.
That's one thing I wish my house had was gutters. I don't know.
What do gutters actually do for you?
They redirect the water
Why do you need to redirect water?
I don't know, but
people pay a lot of money for it.
It seems like thing to do.
I don't understand why.
So when you walk underneath your awning, you don't get those little drops.
I'm completely soaked before I get to my front door anyway if it's raining. So what is the difference in having a couple more drops?
So's my wife.
Jesus.
No. I see that you brought the flip-flops back.
The flip-flops are back, buddy. By popular demand. People were DMing me. Why the boots, Matt? I was like, well, I'm a flip-flop guy. It's either flip-flops or cowboy boots for me. So it's hot. It's the summer. We're going flip-flops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Do you have a foot fetish?
No. Not at all.
You putting those dogs out there like that though, man, somebody might start you a Feetfinder account.
I hope so. I mean, if I can make a little bit of cheddar off of it, I'm fine with it.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't care. I believe in tithing, and the most that I can, the more money I can make, the more I get to tithe.
I'm giving money back to the Lord from my feet pics.
Anything that I get that is what I would consider potentially a sin, I just double my tithe. I go from 10
they're
to
right
20%.
there straight Baptist talk. You know, we've talked about this before. That I grew up Church of Christ. You know, like Baptists, man, they all about that giving, right? Hey, you
got to fund for something going on all the time.
But tithing, you know, it's a 10%. You know, and that's not in the Bible.
Well, it talks about giving a tenth, a tithe. Yeah, it talks about
no,
giving.
It doesn't. Maybe
in Malachi,
maybe in the Old Testament.
This is Agent Andy here. We're taking a quick break so Justin doesn't get canceled. Now back to the podcast.
And we're back from my.
But no, if I make any money off a Feetfinder, I'll double my tithe.
Do you have a Feetfinder account?
I do, but I've never posted on it.
Hold up. That was just a crazy, wild question. You have a Feetfinder account?
I do it.
For looking at people's feet?
No. Like, I've never even been on. I went on there and like registered.
Why in the hell would you go on Feetfinder and register if you don't have a foot fetish?
I don't. I just want to make extra money.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, we're white trash with money. I'm white trash. I just don't have the money part yet. It's Feetfinder, not Feetfinder. And it is Pampered Pinky Prince is my name.
Hold up. Time out. What are you planning on doing with this account? Is this for real?
It is.
Let me see this.
This is my Yahoo mail, and this is them. They sent me the confirmation email.
It's on April the 1st. The email's from April the 1st. Is this an April Fool's?
No. I did it back in April. I didn't realize I did it on April 1st. Or I did it back in March, and they sent me that email to confirm it on April 1st. But I've never posted anything to it. Maybe like this evening we'll take some pictures and start putting them on there.
No, we're not. We are not. You may.
We're business partners now. We're doing this together.
No, we're not.
Carissa, can you manage my Feetfinder account? She's
pulling it up.
If y'all could, Samantha, if you could take some pictures while I'm here.
Are you going to paint your toenails and stuff?
I don't know. My thought process was to have each one of my toes as a character and reenact different movie scenes.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd take some of these 15 milligram frees.
That is the wildest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I did this at work. I literally logged, like I was at lunch. We were all sitting around talking about it. So I just built an account.
Like, what movie scenes?
Reservoir Dog.
Okay, I get behind that. I like some Tarantino. That's one of my favorite movies. That's like one of the best plot twists in
1000%.
Cinematic history.
Yeah, 1000%.
If you've never seen Reservoir Dogs, you got to check that out. It's a great movie.
Maybe the Goodfellas scene where they're.
I've never seen Goodfellas.
You've never seen Goodfellas? Oh my gosh, the scene where Joe Pesci was like, "Oh, you think that I'm a clown? You think I'm a funny guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, that right there is
Wasn't
a great
Marlon
scene."
Brando in that?
Mm-mm.
No,
that is Godfather.
Oh yeah,
you've seen Godfather?
No.
Ooh, man, I really should have learned more about you before working with you.
There's a lot of movies that I haven't seen.
I can tell these are like ones that everybody has seen. Nobody cares about me. What's going on in your world?
Just trying to keep my head above water.
Are you still in the Air Force?
Until August the 31st.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly when this episode's going to air.
But
So
you may be out by then.
I may be out by then,
Yeah.
you know.
Hmm.
But no, I'm still working Skillbridge.
Yeah.
You know, me and Gus are working on something, you know, long term.
Yeah.
With you know, Harley Davidson.
You're
and
definitely
Big
not
Gus.
leaving that place.
I don't know. He may not let me leave. Like, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I've just got so much going on, you know, between you know social media and then Waste Energy and Redfin Polarized, and yeah, it's a lot.
I feel like the Harley stuff isn't work though.
No, it's more fun. I mean,
get you out of the house during the day.
yeah.
Because I mean, that's the other thing is, you're 41, I'm 42. I think about it all the time. Like, if I didn't have something to get up and go do every day, I don't know if my full-time job could be doing this, where we sit here, we film a bunch of episodes for a day or two, and then I don't have anything going on
we
for
would
like
hate
2
each
months.
other.
I mean, if that's
By
all
the end of it.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, if I just did that and then for a month or two I don't have anything to do,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I would just get bored.
Yeah, that's how people pick up felonies. The boredom.
Yes, they start getting into
you
hard
get
drugs.
You get some possession charges, you know. You're like, hell, I had to do something.
You got to
know?
get bored.
Yeah,
You know, idle hands.
You don't just sit around and do nothing.
No. So I think the Harley Davidson thing, you're probably going to end up doing that.
Yeah,
forever.
I enjoy. I love riding. I love the motorcycle subculture. You know, it's a really cool. I've always loved the bike culture.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know, I'm not a big motorcycle guy, but being down there for that missing parts ride, and there was like 800 bikes, I feel like, that was there.
And all for a good cause.
Well,
you know?
What I was going to say was everybody there was amazing. They were all really nice people. Big supporters of the military, big supporters of just charitable stuff.
Yep.
So that's the other big thing to me, was like all the people that were there just to give back. And that was really cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we raised over $70,000 to put amputees back on bikes. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Man.
You wearing a sub today? Submariner?
No, I'm not wearing a Submariner.
I thought we was matching.
No.
That's not a sub. Oh, it's a Seiko.
Man, they're rocking out here.
It's a Seiko.
Yes, it's Seiko. I don't, once again, I'm white trash. I just don't have the money part yet. I ain't like
Don't
you.
let him lie to you. This dude's got money.
What did, I just don't like spending it.
I always wanted a Rolex. It's the first Rolex I ever bought.
Oh, really?
I've always wanted one. Yeah.
Why did you buy that Rolex?
It's always been like a, you've made it type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you buy it because you hit a certain like goal that you set?
Yeah. When I first started out doing this, and I seen that, one of the goals was attainable. I said, well, if I get this, then I'll get that. Yeah.
I had the same thing. I was like, okay, if I hit this certain thing on YouTube.
Well, it was 10 million. Mine was 10 million total followers.
Across all
platforms. Yeah, 10 million. And yeah, we're going to send it.
How long did it take you to get to 10 million?
7-8 months.
You know what sucks?
I'm closing in on 20 right now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where we know a lot of musicians and celebrities and all that stuff, and it's like the guy that goes on TikTok and sings one time, and all of a sudden, like 6 months later, he's like headlining arenas.
Yeah, it's
and
wild.
you've got all these other like guys that have just been on the road.
Well, it's just like comedy.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the older comedians hate some of the social media comedians because they had to pay their dues in nightclubs and open mic nights and everything, and then somebody else can just pick up a phone in this day and age and just go tell a joke online and get millions of views, and people are like, I want to go buy his tickets.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's changed. I mean, Ginger Billy is one of them.
Yeah.
There's several others that's not coming to my head right now, but like have totally and that's a goal of mine eventually, is to tour and do some stand up.
Yeah.
Now,
have you gotten any hate from other comedians like that, the old school guys?
No,
nobody's.
No, everybody that I'm, everybody's been very welcoming. John Crist was one of the first comedians that reached out to me, and kind of took me under his wing, and great friend of mine. He's going to be, on here in a couple episodes, here in a couple weeks.
Who was the first celebrity that like got into your DMs or said, or like liked a video or something and you went, holy crap, I can't believe that person liked one of my videos or DM'd me or started following you or whatever?
Probably Jelly Roll.
And you
probably
were like,
Jelly Roll or John.
Yeah. And you were like, holy crap, I can't believe that person.
Yeah. Well, because especially like the like the older celebrities, that you grew up watching and everything, and you're like, oh, they follow me. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where, for me,
Well, Gary, that was like, he was probably the first. Gary LeVox, lead singer Rascal Flatts. And me and him become real good friends. He just DM'd me. Me and him were both at Bristol together, and he was doing the national anthem, and he slid my DMs. I didn't even know he followed me. Right, and I was just checking my message request one day. I was like, Gary LeVox? And he was like, dude, come to the trailer and let's hang out. I'd love to meet you. And I was like,
yeah.
What? yeah, one of those things. And I'll go up to Freedom Farms and hang out with him for a weekend, and we'll go deer hunt and everything else. Yeah. I shot my first deer with Gary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this past winter. Shot my first deer.
Did you not grow up hunting?
Coon hunting.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about coon hunting last night.
We were.
Yeah.
We was talking about the perfect toothpick.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if y'all know this, but a coon has a bone in their penis that is like J-shaped, right? And the bigger the coon that you kill, the bigger the bone is, right? And they make the perfect toothpick. You put it down in like some acid or some Clorox and get all the meat off of it, off that bone. It's like a little J. I'm sure we'll overlay it here somewhere. But if you whittle one end down, it makes a perfect toothpick because it's got like the perfect little J where it's, you can grip it.
We used to make necklaces and have them hanging around, and you could, right off the necklace.
I would wear that necklace.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dad still has some of them laying around from where we hunted back in the day.
We probably got some.
I'll have to make a Well, it'd be perfect. You could still hang it and have it whittled down into like a toothpick.
Yeah.
Where you can.
And it's kind of a cool looking necklace. Everybody's going to ask you what it is.
It's like.
And then you go like it's a coon's dick.
Yeah, right. Some people are wearing, shark tooth, megalodon dude. Nope, coon dick.
Coon dick,
Yep. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We did. So y'all coon hunted back in the day too?
Oh, absolutely. Coon dogs.
What kind of dogs do you have?
Oh, hounds. Yeah.
We have blue tick.
Yep, blue tick hounds.
Blue tick. And cur. I think we had a couple curs. Those dogs.
Now we didn't have any good ones. You know what I mean?
They chase some mountain lions.
Like we didn't have money to have good trained.
Back when we hunted though, I mean technology. I was talking to an old coon hunter not too long ago, and where I grew up, there's a coon dog cemetery. It's the only one in the country.
Really?
Yeah, we should go. I should take you out there one day. But it's like a whole cemetery full of like world champion coon dogs, monuments for these coon dogs. Like it is wild. People will bring their coon dogs from like Washington State and bring them and bury them there, and right outside of Tuscumbia, Alabama.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Because my wife's from Alabama, so I mean maybe I should do a little road trip over.
What part of Alabama is she from?
Prattville.
Oh, yeah, Prattville.
Yeah, outside of Montgomery. Yeah.
I left Montgomery. We should get Jamie Johnson on here.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I could reach out. I've never thought about asking him.
Well, he's, you want to talk about white trash
That
with
is
money.
white trash with money.
Did you ever see the video where he was talking with the guy about golfing? And they were walking down the golf course talking. The guy's interviewing him. And he goes, how long you been golfing? He goes, this many years and all that stuff. He said, I grew up across from a golf course, though. He said, we were poor. He said, but that golf course, was across the street. And he said, I wasn't allowed to go over and play because we were poor. And he was like, yeah. He goes, have you played that course ever since? He goes, oh, I bought it.
Oh, really?
Because I own it now.
That is awesome. Speaking of golf courses, I live on a golf course. I don't live on one of the holes or anything. It's a nice neighborhood, We moved there probably about year and a half ago. And our new general manager at Emerald Coast Harley Davidson, he just moved down here from up north somewhere. I forget where he came from. Virginia. And he just moved into our neighborhood, finally bought a house, moved his wife down here, bought a house and around the corner from us. And it's a lot of older, retired guys, that live there, got a little bit of money, and he was asking them, they would come over to welcome him to the community, which I never got. So they ever came and welcomed me to the community.
No pies or anything
cool.
like
No,
that.
never got any pies. No,
from the First Baptist ladies.
Nope. But he asked them. He said, "Hey, is this pretty quiet neighborhood?" And he said both of them had the same exact answer. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. There's one guy right around the corner right there that's got some, got a General Lee and some old cars and some Harleys. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. And I was like, what? Like, I'm a quiet, I keep to myself. I'm not out there just doing burnouts or donuts in the front yard or anything. Like, but I guess that's.
But what do you and your kids do on the golf cart, though?
I mean, I will pull them on the inner tube on the big jacked up golf cart that I have
Through the neighborhood on the asphalt.
It's fun. They love it.
Yeah. So
maybe they just don't know how to have fun.
That's yeah. Well, in my neighborhood, I live in the same house for the last 20 years.
Really?
Absolutely. We bought that house, and it's just me and my wife.
You don't like change, do you?
Nope. Stick around and watch this ad real quick.
Or don't. I don't care either way.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Who the hell is Mike?
He's a sweet man. He loves Blue Emu.
It's emu.
Blue Emu.
No, it's emu. Blue emu. You don't call them emus out in the wild. They're emus. This is made out of real emus.
No, it's not.
I know. But it's good for muscle and joint support.
I know. I use it all the time.
What do you use it on?
My knees and my elbows.
You got knee problems?
I got some knee problems. Yeah.
Why?
We won't talk about why. I'm older.
Has those testosterone levels dipped?
Nope. They are skyrocketing right now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
which makes me get in the gym a little bit more.
Does
Which
Blue
means,
Emu help with that?
Well, yes, because my muscles start hurting and it helps. Rub it on the muscles. The pain dissipates a little bit.
Do you want me to help you rub it on your muscles?
Nope, not at all.
Well, I'm here for you because that's what friends are for, Matt. Do you want me to help you rub it on your muscles?
Nope, not at all.
Well, I'm here for you because that's what friends are for.
Well,
Matt.
I appreciate that.
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Have you ever tasted it?
I ate a little bit earlier. It's not bad.
Wouldn't recommend. So if you just want to taste it or try it out, you can use promo code DANGER20 on Amazon. That's Jeff Bezos' company.
It is, yeah. And his ex-wives.
My tongue is starting to go numb.
Well, you shouldn't have licked it.
Blue Emu, made out of real emus.
No,
it's not.
I was asked why don't I live over at the golf course because we have like a little country club not far from the house, and my mother-in-law, stepmother-in-law, she goes, "Well, why don't y'all just live over there?" And I go, "Why? Why do I want to live on a golf course?" I was like, "That's Jeb Burton's daddy, Ward Burton, told me one time. He goes, people will spend their whole life working to retire on a quarter acre on a golf course." And he goes, "Why do you want to live a life like that?" He goes,
no, thank you.
No, me either.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I get into this, the more I'm like, I want to move up on the north end of the county with like 100, 200 acres around me.
And disappear.
So I ain't got to mess with nobody.
Yep.
Like the other day, I was cutting, I still like to do my own yard work.
Yeah.
I like to mow my own grass, like to keep up my own trees.
That means you're poor, right? Did
no,
you do a video?
Yeah,
you did a video on that.
That just means that I like to get out and work with my. It makes you feel accomplished.
Absolutely.
But I was up on the tall ladder, cutting some of the limbs off the tree, palm trees.
Yep.
Right. And when I was up on the ladder, it hit me like I got to piss. Right. So I just
pulled your dick out. And pissed.
Yeah. I just whipped it out and just peed off the top of the ladder after I had to look around to make sure no neighbors were out in their yard. Because I was up above the line of sight for the fences.
Yeah.
And I just want to move somewhere where if I'm up on the ladder,
you don't have to do that.
I could just whip it out and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, we live in this like starter neighborhood. Our house is 2,000 square feet, and it's almost an acre but it's 58 houses in this neighborhood. So it's not big. But everybody in the neighborhood thinks
relatable.
Everybody in the neighborhood thinks I'm rich.
And
I don't know why. They call me
because you know every country singer that was once popular in the 90s. You do a podcast with the Undertaker who's retired. What is this? Like, I'm the only relevant person you hang out with.
It is. It's bad. If you're a washed up country singer, no offense, Eric, who's helping us over here. If you're a washed-up country singer or an old washed-up WWE wrestler, I'm your guy.
Undertaker, I did not call you that. He called you that. I didn't. I don't think you're washed up at all. Did you really just... Yeah, we're not getting back on the 6 feet under. I might.
You might. Yeah, you might. I don't know if they'll ever let me on again.
I don't know. He got fired, you know?
It'd be like kind of a charitable thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to bring the less fortunate on, you know? Show them some charity.
You know, I don't think you know this about me either. You got a swimming pool, right? You got a nice pool.
Yeah, I got a pool.
In-ground pool, right?
Yes.
You know what I own?
What?
I've got an above-ground swimming pool.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay.
That I put in-ground.
Bro.
I dug a hole. It's called Recessed. It's a 16 by 32 oval.
That is the most white trash thing I have heard in a long time.
I'll take pictures and send it to you. Yeah.
So you basically did this like some people are doing the trampolines. They dug a hole and put the trampoline down in the ground. You just did it with a... Why?
Oh, so here's the thing. We wanted a swimming pool.
Okay.
And I don't like spending money. So I went and started pricing pools. And they were expensive. And this was right before, this was during COVID. So it's like 2020, I'm pricing pools. And the lady told me, she goes, why don't you just get an above ground pool and put it in the ground? I said, you need to tell me more. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she started telling me, she told me the price. So she said, you need to call this guy. He can dig you the hole and we'll sell you the pool.
He just brought a backhoe in and dug the hole.
The guy comes out to the house. He's looking at the yard. He goes, this is what, he goes, I can actually sell you the pool as well. I said, okay. He goes, how much were they going to charge you? I said, that ain't what, you don't need that. Yeah, what are you going to charge me? Don't worry about what they're going to charge me. So he tells me, I said, let's do it. I said, when can you give me? He goes, man, he goes, all the backhoes and everything are rented out. He said, it's going to be a while before I can get a backhoe.
Maybe he should have went to Big Gus Tractor and Equipment.
He should have. Well, I told him, I said, shoot, man, I got a backhoe at the shop. I said, I can bring that sucker to the house tomorrow for you. And he goes, well, let's do that then. So I got this backhoe out there. He dug me a hole.
He didn't even have to pay a rental fee.
Nope.
Oh, you hooked him up.
Oh, I hooked him up. He dug the hole. I asked him, I said, well, that dirt, can you just go ahead and level my yard? And I said, we'll call it even Steven for me hooking up with the backhoe. Put me in a pool. I got Tomas to come out there and he built me a deck around it. It's about 2 feet out of the ground. And it's a 5 foot pool, 4.5, 5 foot pool.
You are a damn hillbilly.
I'm a redneck, man. So here I am living in this starter home neighborhood, right? At one point had the number 7 podcast in the world. And I'm swimming in an above ground swimming pool that I put in the ground.
That is funny.
I'm sitting ringside at WrestleMania. Do
you have floaties in there? Do you lay on the lounger in there?
Oh yeah, smoke a cigar. Yeah. You know, just nice little drink, and it's a perfect little set. That water, at the same time, my brother's stepdaughter and her husband was putting a pool in down in Florida. They're down in Cocoa Beach, and he goes, yeah, man. He said he spent like $50,000-$60,000 on this thing, and he's showing me pictures and everything else of it, and I was like, this is what I did. I showed it to him. He looked at me and he goes, what is wrong with you?
Why would you do this? But also it works,
bro. It works. That water's wet.
Yeah,
and it cost me like deck and everything 16 by 32, like $15,000 all in.
Oh, dude,
$15,000 all in.
I can't knock that. It's redneck. It's white trash.
And everybody might laugh at me, but they're all calling me on Saturdays to come over and jump in that pool.
Hey, can we get the pool?
Yep.
Yeah.
That water's just as wet and refreshing. So what do you think the most white trash thing that you've got or have you done?
The most white trash thing that I have? I mean, dude, the General Lee.
It's got to be.
I mean, that's like a redneck's dream car. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's been my dream car.
I literally took a picture and did a full video walking around when I was down there and sent it to my father-in-law, who's very well off.
Why didn't you get in it and take it down the road?
Bro, my father-in-law's first response was, whose is that? I was like, it's my buddy Justin's, right? He ain't on social media. And he's like, man, that's a nice car right there, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people love it. It's iconic. Very iconic.
It's my childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need to get the Boss Hog
police
car.
So here in a couple weeks, we're going to have Craig Campbell on here.
Yeah.
And Craig has the Boss Hog Cadillac. And me and Craig has been talking about getting together and shooting some videos. So we now have the General Lee. My buddy Trey has Roscoe's cop car. He just bought the truck for the tow truck, Cooter's tow truck. Right. All we're missing now, because Craig has the Boss Hog, all we're missing now is Daisy's Jeep. And that's just a matter of time before we find somebody with it.
Could you imagine doing some type of, you bring all the people and the cars together, like in Pigeon Forge or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mecca of rednecks and
Right.
white trash,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
to have them there. And,
Oh, the Mecca, dude, I lived down there in the Redneck Riviera.
well, yeah.
Lower Alabama, baby, L.A.
So we have a store right by Cooter's garage
Mhm.
up in Pigeon Forge now.
Yep.
And man, you want to talk about our people.
Yeah. So what makes it even more redneck is when I went to go buy this car on July the 5th of 2024. I went to look at the car. I told my buddy, he's like, so what's next for you? Like, where, you want to buy anything crazy? And I was like, dude, I want a General Lee.
Yeah.
Bad. I've always wanted one, right? It's my dream car. He said, I know where one's at. And I think he would sell it. And I was like, let's go. We got in the car right then, went to guy's house, right? Went and looked at it and opened the door up, and it was black interior. The windows were tinted. And I was like, seen General Lee.
No.
Can't do it. Just got to have. So I used that in the negotiation. I was like, dude, I'm going to have to redo this interior and everything. I wound up getting the car at a pretty good price.
Yeah.
And then after I got it, we did about a 90% restoration on it in like 3 or 4 months, which is wild.
quick, yeah.
Wild. Right. And now it is real deal. Looks just like, TV show accurate.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
clean.
It's got the roll cage in it,
Yep.
everything. Yeah.
When I went up to it and was looking inside and everything,
It took you back.
it did.
Yeah.
Well, I was very impressed with the work because I've got an old car that I want Trey to finish up for me. That's
Yeah.
about probably 75-80% redone.
Trey Bassnight over at Emerald Coast Classics.
Yeah.
Great guy. Phenomenal guy.
And a veteran.
Yeah, veteran. Yeah,
Yep.
we're just retired. He's Army Ranger.
Yeah.
Unassuming. You wouldn't
Very.
look at him and be like, nah, he's Army Ranger. That dude's a badass,
Yeah. And the nicest person in the world too.
Phenomenal dude.
Him and is that his wife? Him and his wife.
Yeah, Mandy.
Yeah. And man, they were just the sweetest people. And he told me, he goes, why didn't you just bring your car down here and drop it off? And I was like, dang on, man, I just got fired. I said, I need to keep my cash. I had to get a roof.
we need to take out a loan to do
Yeah,
this.
I was like,
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta see if this white trash with money thing actually works out or not.
Speaking of cars, you told me this earlier, which absolutely blew my mind because I'm a little bit bougie when it comes to cars. Like I like to have I love cars.
Yeah.
I love the motorsports world. I just built that, drag truck.
Yeah.
87 S10, that's putting down hella horsepower. We're not going to talk about how many, right? Because, we got to keep a little bit of that, hidden. But that car will eat.
Yeah.
I did the Pinks deal. And the deal was that if you lose a race, lose your ride. That's Pink's whole thing.
Yeah.
And they told us what motor and what transmission we had to use. There was no way around it. Powertrain Products was the sponsor, great sponsor.
Yeah.
They sell great product, but the 4L80E transmission just was not what we needed for what we were
truck,
doing.
yeah.
So, I ate through 2 transmissions just because we were putting too many horsepower down. Like I never got like a full pass in that truck because the transmission was slipping the whole time, right? And so we knew we needed a 400 turbo.
Yeah.
And we got one in there now, and that thing, that I'll let the video speak for itself right here. That thing's eating.
Yeah,
It's putting all the horses to the ground now.
Yeah.
But so I love cars. I drive a 2024 TRX,
which is a cool truck.
Yeah, cool truck. The wife drives like a 23 Expedition, right?
Mm-hmm.
You told me that your newest car that you even own is a 1998. What?
Land Rover Discovery, it's like the safari truck.
You don't even have Bluetooth in that thing.
No, they've got a thing that you can put in the cigarette lighter.
Bro, it still has it?
That's right, brother. I like things that still have ashtrays and cigarette lighters. I got an ashtray and a cigarette lighter in it. And so you can plug it in there and you tune it to the certain station on the radio. It's got the original Land Rover radio in it and everything.
Really?
Oh yeah, I bought this thing for $5,000. It's clean as a whistle. Like, it's got a couple of things that, like, the exhaust just messed up on. I got to go get the exhaust redone on it. Now everything on it cost a fortune to get replaced, but what a cool vehicle! Like, if you have a brand new Land Rover, nobody is like turning their head when they see it.
Right.
But when you've got a 98 that looks like it came off of a safari in Africa, everybody looks at it and goes, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like, you don't like to, I just like to have a service plan. Like that motor blows up, like Dodge is going to replace
I'm
that motor.
$5,000 into the vehicle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if the motor blows up, show people that you're white trash.
I don't think people want to show that.
You don't think so?
But it's a great T-shirt design. I mean, I'm going to wear it.
Thank you.
But yeah, whatever. Go buy a shirt if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. I don't care. But we have really got to go get on an airplane because we're.
Please click the link and buy a shirt.
Yeah, TSA's going to pat me down. Oh, yeah. I just remember. Can you please go buy a shirt, because I am having to fly Allegiant back home. So
exactly.
It would help us get on, Delta or American, hell, even Southwest.
They've even got first class.
Yeah. Spirit Airlines. You fly Spirit too much, you're going to turn into a damn Spirit. We gotta go.
You need the Holy Spirit on there.
Are you emotionally attached to this vehicle?
To the Land Rover?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I love it. It's like it's one of, outside of my Buick, it's my favorite vehicle that I own.
Right. What's your wife drive?
She drives a 2017 Honda Accord.
Okay, so she likes the updated technology a little bit.
She does, but Amy also is old school. Her dad had a bunch of like Camaros and stuff like that. So Amy likes old muscle cars.
Okay.
We have 2 cars that we will own before we die.
What's that?
A 69 Camaro, because that's what she wants.
All right.
And an 87 Grand National.
Dude, I want an 87 Grand National bad.
When you come to Savannah, I'm going to take you over to my buddy's house.
Yeah.
He's got the cleanest one I've ever seen.
Really?
Yep. And I'm a Buick guy. I've got a 72 Grand Sport. Mm-hmm. Buicks are my thing. That 87 Grand National, it might be the nicest Grand National I've ever
There's
laid my
so
eyes on.
many vehicles that I want before I die. You know, and I bought the number one first. I bought the number one first. It's like, because I always said that, if before I die, I will own a General Lee.
Yeah.
And accomplished it, right? But there's so many that, like 87 Grand National, I really want a dent side Ford, a lifted, like 78, 79, F-250, dude, I could make a list a mile long.
I've got an 89 F-152 that I could probably put $5,000 into and make it a show truck if I wanted to.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but stick shift, everything else. But it's my going to the dump truck. Like it's my hunting truck.
Dad's restoring a 79 F-250 right now, and it's getting pretty close, which was pretty cool because I was able to reach out to some of my friends, in the industry. Automotive Direct sent us sheet metal for the truck for Dad to restore it. Holly sent a bunch of products, with the Holly EFI kits and everything. So
I've got that on my Buick. On my
dude, that EFI is awesome. It turns a carbureted engine.
You've got it on the General Lee, don't you?
I do. I mean, it turns a carbureted engine into a fuel injection. Yeah, essentially.
And at first, I didn't want it. Because what I wanted to do with mine was I wanted to, like what you would walk into a Buick dealership in 1972. Mm-hmm. I wanted it to be what you would see on that showroom floor. Right. What are you looking for?
Nothing.
And then the guy told me, he goes, man, he said, do you want a new carburetor or do you want to go with this was it the Holly Sniper kit? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I started researching. I was like, I really want to do carburetor. And the guy goes, no, you don't.
No. Because it's constant adjustment.
Yeah. He goes,
like you have to adjust it when the weather changes and everything. And no, thank you.
He goes, no, you don't. He said,
the only thing that I will own that still has like, carbureted engine, right, is like a Harley. I've got a shovel head, I've 83 FXR that's just old school cool, man. Like it. Yeah. That's what makes it cool, is that it's still, a shovel head with a carbureted engine.
You know what stupid thing I want to buy, though?
What's that?
I want to buy one of the, like, 70s and 80s, like, conversion vans, that had, like, the beds and stuff in the back. I want the outside to still look like, I would like to have maybe like a stagecoach airbrushed on the side of it or something like that.
Kind of like Smokey and the Bandit theme.
So I kind of want that, but on the inside, I want it to look like a Sprinter van with the leather seats and the technology and all that stuff with the TV and all that stuff. So I want you to, on the outside, look like something really old. It's like a resto mod for that. But when you inside, I want it to be like really
See, that's
nice.
where me and my dad differ so much on things is I love resto mods. I have always loved resto mods. Dad is like, put it back factory original. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want a factory original. I want it to be, I'm
on the fence. I'm both.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things like you give me a 70s Chevelle, I want it to be as original as possible. I could care less if it has 800 horsepower. I would rather have it as close to original as possible.
Really?
Yeah. Like I love that, but then things that don't hold that value, like a conversion van, let's go in there and do something
Now, there
stupid.
is something cool about a 68, 69 Charger.
Yeah.
Right? Original Charger. Factory original. We was out at Holly Mo Party last year, and this car, we saw it, and it is a resto mod. I mean, it is resto modded out.
Yeah.
And dude, nothing beats that in my mind.
Yeah. There's
You know?
and I appreciate both, right? I love the guys that will take it back to as original as possible. And then I love when they go in there and they just get stupid with it.
Yeah,
and have some fun with it. And you're probably a lot like me, like being able to buy the Rolex and stuff is a thing. That's one thing. But man, you give me a building full of cars.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not emotionally attached to this. If somebody said, "Hey, you know, you give me your Rolex and some money to boot for this 87 Grand National," I'd be like, I can't get it off quick enough.
Quick
Go ahead.
enough.
You can have it.
You
You
can
know
have
what I'm
all
saying?
of it.
Yeah.
That's where for me it's like, okay, if I set this goal and I'm going to go buy a Rolex because I hit this certain goal, would I rather spend that money on a Rolex or would I rather spend it on another car? You know what I mean? I was telling Amy the other day, we were sitting in our above ground, in-ground swimming pool, and she recessed. And she goes,
recessed.
I told her, I said, I think I'm going to get another car. And before I could get it out of my mouth, she just starts dying laughing. And I was like, what? She goes, you have 3 cars in the driveway right now.
Hey, that's just a wife thing, man. Crystal's like, what are you going to do with all these vehicles? And I'm like, you don't understand. I've got a 48 Ford F1, right? And I've got, the General Lee, TRX, Expedition, her Expedition, right? And I've got a couple Harleys now. That's just the redneck thing to do.
Well, I'm at a point now where I'm running out of driveway space.
I have ran out of
driveway space. The garage is full and the driveway's getting full.
I have got cars scattered out all over Fort Walton Beach at various garages right now.
Well, that's what I was about to say was like, over at 9 Line, it's either I'm going to have to put a building on the property there that's going to be storage for vehicles because, and me and Tyler both, he's got some as well. And it's like, okay, maybe we should just build a storage building that's got our cars in it. You know what I mean? But what I told her was, I was like, I need a new car.
Oh, so you do want to upgrade?
Well, I want a tax write-off.
Oh, yeah.
So I told her,
well, you got to buy something over, 5,000 pounds?
6,000.
6,000? The Escalade is the go-to for people trying to get those tax write-offs. But did you know, I just learned this, and it works with some of the newer Harley models, too, if they were, assembled here in America, that Big Beautiful Bill. If you buy a new car and it is American-made, assembled here in America, you can write off 100% of the interest on the loan for that new vehicle.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And so if you do that, you can write off the interest for the loan, and if it's over 6,000 pounds, you can write off the vehicle for so really,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna have to pay the man a lot of money, it's easier to get that tax write-off.
You know what I'm thinking about buying?
What's that?
A minivan. I have no kids.
Why do you want a minivan?
Dude, have you ridden in the new minivans?
No.
It is luxury.
So's the Escalade.
They're so nice.
Okay, I mean,
and I'm not getting any younger, so it's easy to get
different folks.
Easy to get in and out. Like, and then you put a little bit of horsepower in a minivan. You want to talk about unassuming?
Hey, now you're speaking about
that's
how you get me on board with anything. You're like, yeah, put a supercharger or twin turbo on it, and let it eat.
Now you're gonna have some
Okay,
fun, right?
yeah, I can burn out in the minivan.
That's kind of what.
Have you ever? So whenever I go up to Cletus McFarland's, he does the the Freedom 500 and the Lamullets, and I always usually do the color commentary on the Lamullets for him. They do a minivan race. Have you ever seen this?
I don't think I've ever seen this minivan race.
It's like, dude, it's only like 15 laps, right? Because these minivans would not make it any further. But on one of the laps, you have to take at least one jump. So it's like a little road course, but you can take the track, the full oval. But if you take up on the back stretch, you have to jump the minivan. It is the most fun thing I have ever. I love it. That is my favorite part of Cletus McFarland events. Is the minivan, the Van Prix they call it.
I need to look into this.
It is awesome. It is redneck fun.
My wife is in love with minivans.
Yeah.
And the more that I'm in
I'm in love with Cletus McFarland.
So Cletus, we both know him. Yeah. Great guy. I know his dad better than I know
He's
Cletus.
got such a good family. Like they do. Every time I go over there, they all come up to me. They're like, "Hey, Justin, how are you doing?" Now Cletus is a busy guy, so you don't really get that. You don't really get that from Cletus, and I get it, right? Yeah. He's just got so much going on, and usually when we're around each other, he's in the middle of an event that he has planned and put on, and having to make sure everything goes right. But his wife, his sweet wife, his mom, his dad, all of them. They're always, Justin,
white trash for money.
Oh, 100%. That is white trash for money.
So we had Cletus come down to an event in South Florida, flew his helicopter down, and had him shooting a minigun and everything else. He was just like a kid in a candy store. And I think he appreciated it because most of the time when people call him up or want him to do something, it's something around vehicles. It's, can you do something for our social media? This was, hey, man, just come down and shoot a minigun. Like, we're not requiring anything from you, right? Yeah. So he comes down and he just voluntarily, he goes, "What's this for?" And we were like, "Oh, it's for the Night Stalker Foundation, raising money to help families." And he just started recording stuff and put it on his channel and helped raise some money and everything, awesome. Just without us even asking.
He's got such a good community. Yeah. Dude, they are rabid. So that community, he has built a cult following.
Very. You
say anything bad about Cletus McFarland, you better hold on to your britches.
Yeah.
They coming after you.
But he is also the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, phenomenal.
His dad, though, we're in Nashville right now. I was in Nashville a couple of times ago for a big meeting that we had up here, and his dad was here and everything. And we were like, for this same event that I'm talking about, he goes, "Well, why don't y'all just fly with me back down to Florida?" Well, his dad and Cletus have a plane together, and it's nothing fancy. It's just it's a smaller, like a 9-seater, PJ. There was such bad weather in Nashville, but it wasn't bad enough to, not fly. We go on the runway. We come down. I've never experienced this before. We go to kind of take off, and we did not. And we just did another circle. And I was like, what is going on? And even his dad was like, guys, what's going on? Now, the owner of Nine Line's a pilot. He's up in the co-pilot seat, and Mark's regular pilot's there. And he goes, well, 2 things. He goes, the weather's, kind of prevented us from that. And plus this like warning light popped up all of a sudden. So I need to check that out. And I'm like, and I have a little bit of a fear of flying. So I'm just sitting over there like, what are you talking about? When we went to take off, I have never experienced anything like this in my life.
Terrifying.
Bro, I am like gripping this and going up in this plane.
Like grip is going to do you any good.
Nothing.
You have zero control.
We got a buddy that
that's why I don't understand. Turbulence happens or the falling, people start screaming. I'm like, I just sit there in my seat. I'm like, what in the hell is that doing?
Yeah. But when you're in a plane that's the size of that couch right there, like it's a little different, right? And I'm gripping and I'm like, what is going on? I look over. We have a buddy that lives in Hawaii that owns a coffee farm. William is praying to everything. He's doing the Catholic deal. He's like, he's on his church app giving, like he is donating money.
Oh, he's tithing.
He's tithing on his church app in the middle of this. He's like, whatever I got to do. But Cletus's dad was like, we finally got up and he just looks over and he goes, a little rough there on that takeoff, wasn't it, boys?
Did you know? Now, I read this, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, somebody's going to tell me because I haven't researched this, but no plane has ever crashed due to turbulence.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Why do they crash, you think? Malfunctions and stuff like that, I guess, yeah.
Usually the sudden stop at the earth.
It's usually
Yeah,
what
yeah,
causes
because
it.
the ground is hard. No, like engine failure and stuff,
You know, you have a higher chance of being in a plane crash. You have more of a chance of being in a plane crash than you do shooting under 80 in golf. You have a better chance of being in a plane crash than breaking 80.
Really?
Yep.
Not a lot of scratch golfers out there.
There's a lot of people that say they are.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reality is, if you're breaking 80, you got a chance to, you could probably be an amateur golfer, potentially try to make it pro. But you have a higher probability of being in a plane crash than you do.
Golf is a sport, man. Hey, it's so much fun to be out there. But dude, hey, it'll test your patience.
1,000. I'm a 9-hole guy.
Dude, I have never golfed with a preacher or a deacon that hadn't cussed on the golf course in front of me.
1,000%.
It is so frustrating.
It is. Yeah. Have you ever golfed with somebody that was actually good?
I mean, a few, yeah. I mean, like nobody that shoots under par. I've shot with a couple like scratch golfers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Willett, who won the Masters in 2016, you just don't want to be on a golf course with him when you're just like a weekend golfer because it just pisses you off.
Really?
Oh, well.
And they make it look easy.
It's effortless.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come out there, man, my back is real sore today, guys, so I'm just going to take it easy. I'm not even going to pull the driver out of the bag. And he's taking a 4-iron. And he'll hit his 4-iron, and I'll just go, I'm not even going to take a club out of my bag. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's no reason for me to even, I'm not even going to play today. I'm just going to smoke cigars. I'm going to watch you. Because typically I got to pay to watch a professional play. It's just different. You know what I mean? And they can just do different things. But we're here in Nashville.
We're what they call batch recording.
Yes,
right?
that's fine.
So we've got a bunch of people coming in, and the reason why you're sitting here looking at me and this clown is because our first guest was a no-show. We're not going to throw it out there who it was, but
I don't think it was his fault.
I don't think so. But we got stood up by a country music singer.
Yeah,
you know who you are. I'm looking at you,
but you don't know who we are. Apparently, I come to Nashville all the time.
Yeah.
And we're in Riley Green's bar.
We're here in the blind.
We're here in the duck blind. And next door is an institution for Nashville, which
you know what
losers.
me and Riley Green have in common? We're both from Alabama, and that's about it.
That's about it.
That's a beautiful man.
It makes me question a lot of things.
It does me too, yeah.
Before he got real famous, he came down to Savannah, and he was hanging out with us over at Nine Line, and we go to his concert that night. And my wife, he comes walking out on stage. My wife just grabs me and she just looked at me and she goes, "That is such a beautiful man right there." And I looked at her and I was like, "I know."
I can't even argue with that. Yep, you're 100% correct.
You are 1,000% correct. That is a beautiful man.
We need to get him on here because we need to ask him about Ella Langley and Megan Maroney.
It's not. I don't.
That's probably why we will never get him on here.
I don't think Riley wants to talk about that at all.
Well, we'll let him be the judge of that when we get him on.
I have never in my life seen so many people have a conversation about
everybody wants to know what everybody's talking because he won't tell.
Because
everybody wants to know.
He's a grown man.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to talk about his relationships.
Yeah, do you know what it could do for this podcast if we get him to break that news on here?
It would be huge. We could potentially break 3,000 followers.
You might get that Rolex eventually.
I could go from a Seiko to a tag.
There you go. Yeah, get a tag, baby. There's some nice tags, though.
Man, okay. I was down in Mexico, and there's like luxury mall was right in front of our resort. So I walked over there.
Was you in Playa del Carmen?
No, I was in Cancun. I was
right outside of Playa del Carmen.
So it was La Isla, which is like this, nothing but Gucci and Prada and all this stuff. So me and my wife, there's some nice restaurants. I was like, let's walk into a watch store. I said, I wouldn't mind getting a nicer watch. Walked in there, man. They had like 12 watches, and they were all way out of my price range. And it was Tag Heuer. And I was like,
yeah, they make some some nice watches.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, them. I'm a Rolex guy, But I like Tag and Breitling.
Yeah, Breitling was they had a Breitling store in there as well.
Yeah. But I also love the old school G-Shocks, man.
Dude, I've got
G-Shocks are nice.
I've got a Garmin that when I work
Yeah.
out or run or whatever, it's my go-to.
Yeah.
I wore that for years,
Right.
and just got this recently. But I'm just not that big of a watch guy. I'm not big enough to, go spending that kind of money on it. This one, it still tells the time just like your Rolex does.
Yeah. Well, I'm tired of talking.
Okay.
I think that's the end of this episode. I love.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
You know
to
what
Nashville.
though? You should, because we're not done talking. We got about 10 or 15 more minutes left in this episode, but you can only catch that on our Patreon for
That's true.
After Hours.
After Hours.
After Hours on Patreon.
White Trash with Money over on Patreon.
White Trash with Money podcast.
White Trash with Money.
Get that
podcast.
right. Do you even read the stuff that our booking agent tells us to read?
Not really.
Our manager, is she a booking agent or a manager?
I don't know. I was married into this family.
You was. I don't know. She said babysitter.
She is the babysitter. She
is.
definitely
She's
is.
sitting over
that.
there with Samantha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samantha's new to the family at Losers.
Yeah.
Very new.
You know what? We're going to bring Samantha on After Hours.
Absolutely. Samantha, why don't you come over and sit with us?
Come on over.
Can I pee?
Yeah. Listen, did you know? Welcome to White Trash with Money.